Hey y'all, it's Aunt Pam again. Today, I'm going to talk about what I think is going on with the Warframes themselves. I'll also talk a little about what I don't want them to be. First off, though, I think I should give a spoiler alert. I'll be referencing cinematics, quests, and lore that you may not have seen or done. Uh, the alert will also be in the description, so don't say I didn't warn you. Anyway, let's get started. Now, I think the Warframes are infested humans. I'm just going to say it outright, that's what I think they are. It is likely that they had a controlled injection of infestation administered by Ballast while they were in his rack. This idea primarily comes from the Mirage cinematic. Ballast is speaking directly to Mirage, and he tells her that she laughed in his rack and twisted his design. Others apparently writhed in pain while they were tortured. Valkyr's cinematic also sheds some light on the frames in general. He speaks of the frames being hunted and tortured. Ballast also states that the Tenno barely have control of them. Most importantly is this little snippet. Less than their human seed. Less than their human seed. To me, that paints a pretty obvious picture that Ballast used people. It's also pretty clear by comments that were made by Lephantis and the helmet that's on your ship to your Warframe. Now, some of these comments you can only hear if you're on Nidus, so that's important to note. And if you are on Nidus and you park him in the room and then go into your Tenno, you can take the Tenno in there and you get some different comments. So all of this goes into what I'm thinking about. If you didn't know that and you have Nidus, you should go check it out. It's neat. But the comments that they both make lean towards the Warframe being of the same type as they are and being shackled, which goes hand in hand with them being at least partially infested. I think Ballast did something to prevent the person that is in the frame from having complete autonomy of their bodies. Essentially, they are conscious and watching from the prison that Ballast made of them, of their bodies. Whatever he did, though, wasn't complete. We can see that in the second dream, when the frame pulls the sword from its body of its own accord. I think Umbra is either going to build on this idea or be a final reveal of it. Either way, I can't wait to see it. Sacrifice, on the other hand, I think will deal more with the Tenno themselves than the frames. So I'm not going to really talk about that. If any of you are curious, that's what I think is it's going to deal more with the Tenno. And if I come up with any theories for it, I'll share it, but don't have any right now. Now, of course, I could be completely wrong about all of this, but from what I can see in the quests, in the cinematic, in the lore that you can find through your codex, I think this is pretty spot on, if not 100% accurate. Okay. Now, here is what I don't want the frames to be. Personally, I don't want to see a repeat of Neon Evangelist. The frames, in my opinion, should not be the Tenno's parents. Interesting as that is, interesting an idea as it is, I would rather see something different than that. So I'm really hoping that they aren't going that route. If my ideas are correct, which I think there is a lot of evidence for it, it does sort of bring up a question though. How exactly are we making our versions of the frames? We all know that, or many of us know, that the non-prime versions are just our versions of it. The primed versions are actually what the Orkin made. So how are we making ours? Are they just metal and infestation copies? Or is there something darker going on? Maybe Ortis has a secret. What do you all think? Anyway, that's all I have for now. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe. Links will be in the description for various places that you can hang out with me or follow me. My Twitch link will be down there. I'll also include a link to my Patreon. Any help is appreciated. I don't have tiers, so you don't have to worry about that to unlock anything special at this time. I may change that later. Anyway, thank you all for listening, and I hope you all have a great night or day. Bye!